Not Larry, you don't have the same kind of rules. If everybody wants to kind of make their way in here, we'll do the awards, thank yous. We'll be berating people. You have to get up here and do this too, you know. I can do that, but you still have to speak. No, you're my right hand, ain't you? Because if you were over here, you'd be my left hand. If you can, grab everybody in the lobby. Let's come on in and get seated. Get your beverage of choice, because after I get off the stage and quit yammering, we'll actually do something fun.
Better hurry, Bobby's hair is starting to flatten. It's getting close to his bedtime.
Did you pick a side and say that?
You have so got to see this.
Okay. You ready? Can I put that on the microphone?
Sure.
Did that go out?
Barely.
We'll have to help.
Fun. All right, everybody, we ready? You're supposed to do that when I say, are we having fun? No. Do I need to get you lube and just set you loose in the lobby? Will you have a good time then, Al? In the lobby. Al, the con would not be right without you. Yes, and it's okay. I love the haircut, baby. That's awesome. The chevron? Yeah. See, I can't do that, Al. I don't have forehead. I got 5 head, baby.
I keep waiting for people to mash on my forehead to
Good deal. All right, everybody. Hi, I'm Skydog, if you haven't seen me all weekend long. Hi, everybody. I love you guys. That's what she said. The football team, right? High school. So this is our kickback, talk a little bit about the weekend, all the fun we have, thank all the people involved, give out the awards for the goofy little contest we did, and have a little fun, reflect before Neoteric gets up there and tells us what asshats we are. So, hey, this is the bright, shining moment. So, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who came out and braved the cold weather, and dose themselves with alcohol as much as they can, hopefully a little bit more a little bit later. And I'd like to thank all of our speakers who took the time to submit what they're going to talk about and then never respond to another email from me again and force me to to put something together in the program that sounded like what they were going to talk about, God willing. So, speakers, thank you very much. I think we've had some really entertaining talks this weekend. We do have swag. This is not a PhreakNIC Billy Club. It is actually a nice retractable golf umbrella with a Hacker Inside logo on it. They're $150. They're $575. So all of the speakers, if you get a chance over the next couple of hours, if you'll catch up to me, I'll get you your speaker swag. It's not a huge token, but it's something that we have to say thank you for spending the time coming out and sharing. Al, do we have to put you in the corner again? Okay, Al, pick one person to be in the corner with you, and maybe you'll keep your mouth shut, or at least full. Are you turning red? No. Anyway. So, like I say, we'd love to have the size to be able to pay for all the speakers to come out and pay for their room and all their accommodation, their hookers, their weed, and everything associated with that. But we don't really operate on that kind of scale. We like to keep it small. I'm not even sure. Corydon, you here? Yeah, he's in his room. And we don't want to know anything else. We don't want to know. No, don't ask. Don't ask. He'll come down and tell us. He'll tell you in depth ad nauseum, and we don't want to know that. Not sure how many people exactly. I haven't been able to talk to him to find out how many came out this year. Pardon? 244 people. That's not bad. It's down a little bit from last year, but it's still good. The economy sucks. Gas finally came down, but thank you for everyone who actually made that 240 some odd that came out. We appreciate it. So yes, if the speakers will catch up to me and the directors, I'll get you your swag, and then you can do whatever you want to with it. So I'd also like to thank the staff. It takes a little bit of effort to make every bit of this happen. It also takes me sending emails and going over all of the little minute by minute, this is what we're going to do. Of course, we've abandoned that by now, and we're just Red Bull and alcohol, I think, is where we're at now. Isn't that right, guys? Okay. Right. So first off, I'd like to thank the AV staff. Without them, I'd be yelling right now. Can we get a round of applause? Is some Ninja Master in here? Okay, he's in his room with hookers and weed. So, some Ninja Master was the director of AV. What? No, I didn't say that. He said that, but that's kind of scary. Someone check that out. You want to do that? Okay. So, some Ninja Master was the director of AV this year. He got to put up with me wanting to do a dry run. We came out about a month early, hooked everything up, checked it out, found out what our problem was. Finally, I got it all squared away. Of course, we still have little bugs here and there. We did get DVD recordings. Am I boring you, Bruce? I'm just kidding. We got DVD recordings of everything, so we've got good high. We got good high-quality recordings of everything. We're going to rip those and put them online, most likely on YouTubeage, so that I can actually see some of the talks. It'll be kind of neat. I'd like to see the one I was in.
I'm sorry, these were recorded?
Yes, yes. Sorry, Bruce. Bruce, and the price is now $2,000. Made payable to the Hacker Consortium under the Floor Fund. I'd also like to say thank you to the courtesy staff. We keep changing the name of them, but I think that was because Dolomite wanted the hospitality staff to be able to feed everybody under. So we got the courtesy staff. That was led by my buddy TIE Fighter. He's done a wonderful job all weekend. Let's have him a round of applause. I did have to wake him up at about 4 o'clock this morning, and I felt bad when I said, dude, where are you? And he said, I'm in bed. And I said, just go back to sleep. It's okay. So he's done a wonderful job of coordinating all the courtesy for the weekend and making sure everyone gets where they've got to be and everyone stays in line, which, of course, hasn't been bad at all, except for Al. And the night is still young. And Mubix and Al. I always got to act up in a crowd, don't you, dude? God, what is that? All righty, then. So I'd also like to say thank you to the hospitality staff. I don't know if you guys were around Friday night, but we went through a lot of hot dogs. I didn't say wiener. Thank you, Al. Although you did kind of hang out near that table a lot and drool. What can you say?
No, we're out to dinner with us. I know, and then Bruce was naming full of
No.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage now, Al! Dun, 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 dun. Hey! Tip your waiters and waitresses. So anyway, the boys have to get to bed, so I'll get to that quickly. Is Dolomite around? Oh, there's my boy in the back. Dolomite, up until this year, been the president of National 2600, the man in charge. This last year I rode second seat to be vice president, and then he turned it over to me and then made this really funny laughing noise. It sounded kind of evil, but he decided he wanted to stick around and actually watch me do this, so he took the position of the hospitality staff. director, and he actually is the one who coordinated all the food and beverages that we've had this weekend, including some alcohol, which I think he is back consuming. That's why he's in the back of the room. Yeah, baby. Can I get a round of applause for Dolomite? Appreciate it. What hurts? Drink. Stick your fingers in your ear, Bobby. Pork chop sandwiches. Okay. I don't think so. I'd like to say thank you to everyone else involved with the director's portion of things. Lady Merlin, who, yes. I'm getting to the rest of the directors. Lady Merlin took care of the registration desk this year and kept everybody paying their cash. I'd say that's, you know, cracking the whip and all that fun stuff. Are we done with selling T-shirts? They're now $25, available in my room. I'd also like to, huh? You don't want off. You don't want off. Al, were you at DEF CON? You don't want off. No.
Yes, Jesus.
Everybody run.
Stop touching yourself, Al.
and stop touching yourself. I'd like to say thank you to Stephanie, who is our volunteer wrangler. It's no easy task to try to keep everyone ordered and direct and get them in where they're supposed to be on time, which actually we had a very large problem doing. I think it's typically alcohol that keeps people from being where they're supposed to be and having a good time. Yeah, just as, hey, I still have not released the video of you at ShmooCon, so don't pipe up. No, it was Shmoo, baby. It was Shmoo. No. Let me explain. Nobody has seen this video except for Lady Merlin, Wes Tobler, myself, and the guy that works across the hall who chuckled as you wandered down the hall drunkenly. So if you keep messing with me, you too, baby. Post it? Post it. No. Actually, yes, I could go to the office, pick the MacBook, and bring it in. Oh, you're throwing down the gauntlet? Well, that's true. We're going to see what we can do a little bit later then, guys. Oh, my goodness. Can I get a waiver so you don't sue me? Because really. No, it was a good time. We had a good time. Wes and I had a good time doing the color commentary. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the color commentary, the Helsinki move, the heel to toe as you stumble down the hallway. It was wonderful. I really liked it. When you reached out and put your hand and then felt your body up trying to find your card key for your room, that's, I think it was interesting. No, you stepped in it now, buddy. Don't try to wipe it off the shoe. So anyway, guys and gals, we're going to go on to our next phase of this. TIE Fighter, can you take him out back and show him some courtesy? Starting with his kneecaps. Yeah. Al, you can have him after that. So. Ooh. Al will be here all week. Tip your waiters and waitresses. So anyway, there are a lot of people I'm sure that I need to thank that having spent not enough time sleeping, I'm remiss on who it actually is, other than just the fact that we've had all these wonderful people come out, do a wonderful job. We do have one person that I want to thank that he's going to come up in just a little bit and have to say a few words, but Bobby Potter, the director of Waifu. Don't look at me, the director of Waifu. Stand up on the chair. Here we go. Show it by your badge. Bobby's my director of Waifu this year, and actually took very good care of that. So we're going to move on to our awards section, and since Bobby and Taryn actually have to get to bed and we get to party and say naughty words, which you guys don't get to hear, we're going to do the awards for the Wi-Fi race. So who got to compete in the Wi-Fi race? Show of hands. Can we have some applause? all the teams that had I actually not taken a nap this afternoon, I had this wonderful PowerPoint presentation I didn't do, and we'd be able to show some interesting pictures. But this year is kind of an interesting story. I had picked someone to do the job of being the fox for the fox and hound hunt. The fun part about doing that is it's got to be a sleeper. No one has to know who it is. Everyone says, oh, it ought to be so-and-so, and I think, shit, there's one person I can't use now. So it took a little bit of searching around. I found somebody who was actually going to be the fox. And ironically, they weren't able to do it because they were two guys that really would send chills down everyone's spines. Victor Rodriguez and Scott Augenbaum, the cybercrime detectives for the FBI here in Nashville. Yes, and they agreed to do it. Honestly, they were tickled at the prospect of driving around in a government vehicle with lights with an access point in the back seat. They wanted to do it. So whenever someone said, oh, I know who you ought to have do it, I am giggling to myself thinking, no one's going to know who this is. The downside is the lawyers said, you know, if someone gets in a wreck because they're chasing after our vehicle and blah, 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 we can't do it. So, yeah, lawyers suck except for Tripp. Tripp, you're cool, dude. You're cool. All right, Tripp. So I really hated to have to get that news because I thought that was going to be one of the most ultimate, Wi-Fi race things. You guys trying to run around after a government vehicle with the lights and everything, and there's two guys in the front, and trust me, they're giggling the whole time because they were giddy at the thought of, running through town and being able to do whatever they needed to do, and a bunch of cars going, dude, should we catch up to them? I don't know, I see lights. So I'm actually going to send a copy of this to them. I really appreciate all their efforts. They're really nice guys. They last time I checked, they weren't answering my phone for me, so that's kind of nice. So I was left with, what do I do? I'm like a week out, and I've got to have a Wi-Fi race, and I've got to have somebody to actually show up, no one knows, ride around in a vehicle, somewhat familiar with the terrain, things of that nature, and that can hide from Bruce and his people. So I was asking around. I called my brother up because no one really knows my brother. He's nobody. I'm sorry, Chip. I didn't mean that. But I called him up, and he said, it depends on who wins the football game on Saturday. And I said, okay, dude, it's been real. Click. And Lady Merlin said, I think my dad would get a kick out of that. So the Wi-Fi Fox this year was Colonel Rex Forney. We'll get a round of applause and send this to him. To tell you the degree that Rex went to, we told him, we'd like you to be the Fox. This is what you have to do. And he did everything except task satellites over Nashville. He actually did reconnaissance on the terrain, figuring out where you would and wouldn't go, where railroad tracks were, the highest buildings, and where he could slide in and out of and kill the signal. I mean, literally, had maps and thought it out. And I'm thinking, dude, you could have taken a six-pack of beer with you and done the same thing. We would have been fine with that. Yes. So he really enjoyed doing that. He was tickled. I met him at 8 a.m. this morning, and for some reason he was much more chipper than I was. I did bring the rig. It's actually in the ConOps room. If anyone wants to see it, it's the same thing I used last year, except a brand new access point. So I do have some pictures of him I wanted to show everybody. He was smiling ear to ear when he got his picture taken with the winners of the Wi-Fi race. So without further ado, who knows who won? Okay, you know what? All I get is a phone call and this hurried voice that says, is it the same image as last year? And I said, yes, it is. And I hear this code come across. I can't tell you what it is, but it's like, and the last two characters are DP. And I said, you've won. So it's Heidi Potter on the other end of the phone, and the next sound I hear is nothing but screams as everyone in their car goes absolutely insane. So the winners of the Wi-Fi race this year are the Potter crew. Come on up. And actually, the reason I knew what the code was, it was the UPC code off a Dr. Pepper can, and the DP was the Dr. Pepper. So I couldn't care less. Yeah, it was. Al? Shh. So anyway, we found that we could go out and buy some really expensive trophies and things like that, but we had the Hacker Consortium. I had some space to play this year, so I'd like to present you with the second annual Mr. Potato Head Cantenna Wi-Fi Race Award. That it? You like that?
Is that we just have everybody take turns driving with them so they can win too.
Yes, there you go. You know what? Tonight we'll just auction off someone to have the ability to sit in the back seat. Yeah, we'll get a shirt that says "I rode with the Potter crew and won the Wi-Fi race." So, guys, I really appreciate it. You want to say anything, Bruce?
Sure.
Tell us the rundown of how you drove.
So all I did was drive. Everybody else did all the heavy lifting. It was two Macs with the same cars we used last year and a Cantenna. I feel so dirty using a Cantenna. And a mag mount 7 dB Omni on the roof. And basically we used the built-in drivers for the Hawking Tech cards that we had, so we didn't even use like Kismac or any word driving software. We just said, here's the SSID, go get it, and periodically hitting the little rescan button to see all the available SSIDs that were there. And so we found the Fox about an hour into it, and everyone's freaking out in the back, and I'm trying to not get run over by all the traffic. And so they associate, they get an IP, they try to scan the network, and they lose it, and they can't do it. We find them again a few minutes later. We manage to get the network scan, get the IP address, and then we lose them. And so then they just load up a browser with one of 3 different IPs that we found that were live, each one in a different tab. And so then we associate it again. Everybody hits enter on their laptops, and they all get, oh, there's nothing there, and we lost the signal. So we're like, oh, shit. So then we keep driving around, and then like 10 minutes later, I'm driving into downtown. I like given up because I stayed away from the downtown core the whole time. I've given up, and Heidi's like, stop, 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 and I like stop the car. And I'm looking in the back, and she's got the cell phone going. I'm like, what? Why do I have to stop the car so you can use the cell phone? Like, what's going on? And it turns out she actually had the screen open, like she had gotten the page, but just hadn't realized it because it was like 1 tab out of 3. And so it had been sitting there the whole time, and so she got bored and then just clicked on a tab, and then there was the answer. So we'd had it for like 10 minutes, and she had no idea. So she started screaming at me, and I'm like, oh, shit. So we spotted you 10 minutes this year. We'll spot you 20 minutes next year, okay? So... Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. The official time this year to find the Fox was 1 hour, 20 minutes. So that doesn't meet the first year we had 1 hour, 8 minutes in which Decode leapt through the window of a vehicle at Wrench, who is not the person you want to jump through the vehicle at. So it's getting closer every year. I really wish that someone would beat these guys because you're going to run out of mantle space to put the Mr. Potato Heads. Do what? Well, you know, what can you say? It's not like they used anything real difficult. I don't know. It's like Bruce is going to come up and go, okay, well, this year I actually took 2 coat hangers and some binder twine, rubbed it together, stuck it to the top, and then we divined where it was. Yeah. That's true, because it wouldn't get out of the parking lot. 2, 3, 4 bucket of fish. So anyway, we do appreciate everybody who competed in the the Wi-Fi race this year. I'd like to make it more difficult. Apparently, I'm going to have to make it where Macintoshes don't work or something like that, so the Potter crew won't keep winning. So, do what? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to ever win over Bruce. So, anyway, not Larry. Are you here? Not Larry. Dude, wave your hand. I'm not looking for you. Okay, can you come up here for a minute?
Yeah.
Good, don't. Get up here. Come here. No, I will not sign that ever. Not by a choice of yes or no. By, no. No. No, I don't really want that, I guess. Come around here. Don't put your butt to everybody. That's scary enough as it is. Are we fine with Larry's butt to the crowd? Al? Al's okay with it.
There's enough of my ass around.
And now for the Root Wars Awards.
Thanks. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that came out and participated in Root Wars this year. My medication's not taking hold yet. Worked a lot better. Last year, Root Wars kind of fell over completely. Nobody could find the servers because, well, frankly, they broke. This year, we actually ran Root Wars. We let people play with the servers yesterday. This afternoon, we had basically turned into a team King of the Hill, tried to take these boxes. And I don't have a clear winner. It'll be your choice. A lot of people found a lot of information. We put some disinformation out for the first couple of hours, and then we settled down and let the network sit. We got rooted. And we had our switch taken from us. So those are two teams. The guys took the switch. They turned to me. They said, "What's denial of service? What do you call it? How much can we screw with the switch?" So the network dropped from 100 megabit to 10. My laptop got VLANed. There were rumors of packet shaping, and I have video. I swear the lights on the front, the link lights, were spelling out Root Wars. The other team that succeeded, that would be, the first team is Team 901. Could y'all stand up? Are you here? Give it to these guys. I'd like to say also that they get extra credit for rooting two boxes that I set the root password for drunk and left DHCP on so I couldn't set the IPs. They got me up this morning, they told me what the new password they put in was, and by the time Root Wars rolled around, I had forgotten what they told me. It was a city and 2600. You know how many cities I typed in for passwords? Yeah, until they showed up and told me again, yes. The second team was Team Boobies, Operator, and Red Spot. Can you stand up? Operator helped out a lot yesterday. He screwed with us a good bit today. He managed to actually, we had a Windows box, 2003 server, sitting on a lone rogue network, handing out DHCP addresses to a dead network and offering up, domain control.
There was 12 people on that with nothing access.
Yeah, no access. No access whatsoever. And this man put a user account on it. So those are the two events that actually happened. It's up to y'all. Who gets the prize? Do we get Team 901 or Team Boobies? Team 901? Boobies, you want to come on up? Come on. Team 901 pwned the switch. All right, so all possibility of trophies fell through. We have this for you this year. Because frankly, if you think you're going to root my box, you better have some stones, okay? Thanks for coming out and helping us out.
Thank you.
Shake my hand. Good work. I wasn't trying to feel up there, though. It was nice. I'd like to thank LR427 for screwing with everybody. He spent the entire Root Wars telling people false information, giving them hints as to what might be on the network that wasn't. And his box got rooted too, but it was a Windows, so. That's it. Thanks for having us. We're going to do this again next year. Y'all sign up.
Thank you, not Larry. I take back the things previously said in your absence. I know. It sounded good, though. So the next event that we had was the scavenger hunt. Who all participated in the scavenger hunt? Okay. And there were actually 4 teams that signed up for the scavenger hunt. Packed all the wrong. You were going to bring it with? I don't know. Oh, okay. That's kind of scary, actually, because there's quite a list of things here. Some of the things that were actually found this year, let's see, pirate flag, parrot hat, password from one of the Root Wars boxes. That was I was around when that one came through. The person with the most badges, a menu from the Flying Saucer. Doesn't say it has to have a ketchup stain or anything on there. PhreakNIC hat, which we could have purchased here. Let's see. A glow-in-the-dark airsoft BB, which there are about 3,000 of upstairs now. I want to hear what it sounds like when they run the vacuum cleaners through there tomorrow morning. Yeah. Clear! That's it. We actually had another badge from another HackerCon. There's a lot of things on here that I think we lifted up here and you went through it. There'd be halfway decent items that would be difficult to get without some hard work. Is Team Win available? Yes, the only people who actually really stepped up and did everything they needed to do. Would you come up front, please? Yes. So we could have gone out and spent a lot of money on trophies and things like that. We kind of got a kick out of spending time and making something more personalized. Lady Merlin took care of making the awards this year. There's one for each contestant. Yes, everything that was actually on the award was on the list. So. Down, Al, down. There we go. Guys, we'd like to thank you for competing. You had some very, very innovative solutions to the things that were on the list. Congratulations. Good deal. Next year, we hope we have more contestants and more people that, I don't know, geez, chapstick. I don't know if I want to see that one. Some of the things that were not found this year, peeps. There's a bonus if they were the bunny peeps. The tacky Nashville souvenir. There's a truck stop down the street. That was a real cheap and easy one to get a hold of. An OLPC, Hack.5 swag. Some good stuff, good stuff. A point, it's 1 point per. I mean, bonus points. Actually, we just wanted peeps. That's all we wanted. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I had nothing to do with that. This is this chick down here on the end. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, there's actually a funny little story that goes along with that. One of the geocache areas was out at Percy Priest Dam. We've done some geocaching before, and it's kind of an interesting area because you put it right at the tree line, you know, and you have to kind of search for it. So Lady Merlin goes out. She's got my GPS with her. She finds a good spot. She walks into the woods with a box. She walks out without a box. By the time she gets back to the car, the cops are talking to her, wanting to know what you're doing, entering the woods with a box and coming out without one. So she literally had to walk over and show them what was in and explain to them what was going on. And at that point, they started asking more questions, and she wrote down websites. And the guys are like, dude, we could do this while we're at work. So, yeah, that's your hard-earned tax dollars. Guys riding around with GPS is going, dude, there's a robbery in progress, but I know it's right around here, okay? So, yeah, now you've screwed it up for everybody. Anyway, who got to compete with the Hacker Consortium shooting range? Did you guys have fun with that? Doesn't sound like it. Did you have fun with it? Sweet. Yes, but it'll go right through the window and into the city. I can't. No big deal. Yeah, we got insurance. We might as well crack that stuff out, man. I did a bigger targets. You'd been able to hit them.
Yeah, but when you get a 6-inch spread for airsoft pellet, who is like 8?
This isn't 6 inches.
Somebody's been lying to you. Oh my goodness. Al, where do you want to? Al, go somewhere with that one. Take off, man. Go. Whew. Tuttle, are you here? Tuttle, stand up and wave to everybody. Tuttle's one of the hardest working guys in show business. Thank you very much. We were sitting around the consortium. I did a talk earlier about our maker shop, and we were sitting around and said, you know, we need to do something for PhreakNIC, some little activity. What can we do? And everyone said, that sounds like a lot of work. You know, well, we want to party and have fun. So we kind of tossed some ideas around and thought, you know what? A shooting range would be fun. So this idea was formed, and we start putting cans all over the shop, and they're getting these airsoft guns, and we're shooting them from across the room and then each other, and just constantly you're working up, you know, you take one of that, what the hell, you know? So we start like planning and setting things up and figuring out how you had to hit a can, how to reset, and it eventually grew into the apparatus you see upstairs with a reset mechanism. We've actually been through all the different types of tin cans we could get a hold of. Could we weight them? What should we do? The little flippy things, and you shoot with a spring. That was one of those, dude, let's give this a shot. I think we did it at like 2 o'clock in the morning, just kind of goofing around. So then it became, okay, let's go to Walmart. We've got this little cheap 1911 that's decently accurate. And, hey, here's a P22. And look, here's an M4 assault rifle for $25 from ThinkGeek, and it's full auto. So there's actually 4 of those in circulation now at the consortium, so we got something to play with. We did it just basically as a fundraiser to let everybody know our current project is replacing the floor in the kitchen lounge area, and it's $200 for 8 linear feet worth of floor, and we got about 12 feet worth of money this weekend to pay for that, so thank you very much. We'll be taking tours over, but we will have to have the security team with us with guns drawn. It's not exactly in the nicest neighborhood, but it's a lot of fun. So Arafat, are you here? Where you at? Oh, you're short, sorry. Stand up, dude. So Arafat, what was your score? I know. Bruce set the bar. And Bruce is always doing that. What was Bruce's was 180? 180. What'd you come up with? 240 points. The small cans on the bottom were 10 points, the red cans were 20, black was 30, and 40 was the actual, what, 1.5-inch diameter little dot. So you had 240. Genflux, you here? Stand up. What was your score? 270. With an airsoft gun at 12 feet, 270 points. And junior high, you were hell with that little football, weren't you? Flipping it across the desk and everything. So we spared no expense. We have an award for you. We have the Accuracy Award. There we go, sir. Display that proudly. Now, just to let you know, there are about 6,000 of those little pellets all over the floor of the consortium. Every time we turned around, you're stepping on there in the waffle of your shoe. Yeah, lots of fun. So you get to come over and pick all those up, actually. That's your reward. So, Jay Weezy, you here? Come here, boy. Boy is the operative term. Come on, left foot, right foot. You can remember. It's okay, dude. Hey, Jay. How's that water bottle, dude? It's full of water? You like that? Yeah. Is everyone else, did they enjoy their water bottles this weekend? All right. Because if you lit the top of his, it would burn for a couple of days. So, Jay, you want to explain how you got involved in this next little contest?
Yeah. So, last year, I can't remember who brought the tequila, but I definitely had plenty of it. And somebody on the 9th floor said they were throwing something off, you know, BBs, cans or something. Somebody's like, oh, throw a chair. I was like, well, fuck that. There it went. And I think I would have got away with it, but when I went down to pick it up, I left the pieces of it on top of Trevor's car. So I think that's what got me. So $75 later, online we were saying, hey, we need a chair toss at the next PhreakNIC. So a bunch of people came out, and it was fun. I really didn't think anybody'd want to do it, but that's it.
All right, bud. Hang on just a second. Hey, don't go away. You have to present the award. So everyone kept saying, hey, man, we need to have a chair toss. Actually, just like the cans, we went everywhere looking for chairs, miniature chairs. We're out, you know, like, how far can we loft these? Hey, dude, can you get it to the light? Oh, man, dude, I'll hit the light. No problem. Like 30 feet. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So anyway, we were, I think, at Wally Mart the other night. I look over and $10 for a metal chair. And I'm thinking, we can destroy a few of those. That shouldn't be a problem at all. So we got together in the parking lot while we were having some grub. And we did the first annual Wear Chair Toss. Everyone, oh, wait, we have like 30 contestants out there. Yeah. Raise your hand if you competed in the chair toss. All right, who was aiming at me? Who was aiming at me? Yeah, okay. I really appreciate that. I'm writing names on tape, and I look up out of the corner of my eye, and there's a leg coming by me. So, is Don in the room? Don, can you come up here? We got something for you, baby. No. Jay can't get a chair that far. So if you happen to go out into the parking lot and look around, there's little pieces of orange tape. Don has the longest throw I would ever think possible with a metal folding chair. So we tried to think, what kind of award could we actually have for the chair toss? And we looked around, you know, we can't find the little doll chairs. If you get them for the houses, they're only about that tall, and they're about $50, and they're very ornate. And I thought, let's do something innovative. It's got to be hacker style. What can we do? So we got a chair for you here, baby. If you can figure out how to mount it on the wall, do it and send me a picture. There we go. I didn't know how that one was going to work. I was trying to figure out, gee, oh, and it's a little flatter now, baby. Someone get a picture of that, please. I was trying to figure out, you know, how do you call the insurance company and tell them you threw a folding chair through a plate glass window 30 feet away, and I realized I wouldn't have to make that phone call. Tillman would. So you tell them how that happened. So I've stood up here and I've yammered long enough, I think. A couple more words and I'll be done. I'll get out of the way. Nia Tarek's going to come up and actually do the Why You Suck Awards. If you'll hang around for a few minutes, we'll get ready with that. This year was my first year doing PhreakNIC. Did I do a halfway okay job? So. I know I probably should have slept a little bit more and not in the lobby. Thank you, Ziploc, for taking a picture of me while I dozed. I tried this year to, yeah, very, yeah. I think I was competing with Tuttle for who was snoring the loudest while we were up there. Let's see. Tuttle won. We went to the consortium and he fell asleep on the futon over there, and it was quite disconcerting because he was louder than the six of us that were sitting around talking. It was like, so anyway, you had to wait for the pause between breaths to say something. I love you, Tuttle. You almost held up with me, man. You tried hard. So let's see. I think that gets all of our. Yeah, I think that gets all of our contests this year. I do want to say thank you to 80. 80, are you in the house? He's upstairs trying to sell some CDs. Oh, is he drunk? I like little people that are drunk. So does Al. And I'll let that one go right where that one's in, because Al likes little drunk people for an entirely different reason. Yeah. So 80 came out and put on a show for us last night. I really appreciate all the effort he put into that. He was concerned that he would come out and no one would want to listen. Actually, everyone that was in the room seemed to have a really good time with it. He's a great performer. So I'll go upstairs and get that man a drink and then help him up off the floor. I'd also like to say thank you to Ashley Schwartau. She did the documentary Hackers Are People Too. Everybody see that? Does everybody own a copy? Did everybody get a copy?
There's a sequel next year, and hookers have feelings.
And Johns are real people too. If you didn't get a copy of it, if you'll come up here with a really good reason, I'll give you a copy of it. I've got a handful of them. I'd like to say thank you. If you didn't get a chance to watch the video, get a hold of her and get a copy of it. It's really, really nice. It says a lot of things, I think, about the hacking community that we wish we could say, but it's really hard to communicate with all those normal people who don't understand what the hell we do anyway. So, normal? Sorry, so I have to use it occasionally. I won't use the word cracker either. On top of that, I'd like to thank all the volunteers who took time out to sit behind the registration desk and stare blankly at your request for a Sharpie or where's the closest ATM. I don't know where the closest ATM. I've been here 7 years. I don't know where an ATM is. Who uses cash well, actually, turkey. Everyone that got to man posts and take care of business, we really appreciate everyone who volunteered. Next year, we'll try to get the emails out a little earlier than 3 days before the competition or before the con. That would be great. Having been my first year actually running everything, I can verify that it is a lot of work. And if it weren't for the smiling faces of everyone in the crowd and everyone shaking hands and saying thank you and wanting to feed me alcohol and beer, except for you. You're toast. I'm going to Vandy to pick up my laptop. Hey, every time you wobble, we're going to drink. You know what? 4 minutes into the video, we're plastered. Yeah. So sitting in the saddle taking care of everything is definitely an adventure. And if it wasn't for everyone who smiled and said thank you and wanted to tell me how much of a good time they were having, it really wouldn't. I don't work this hard at work, and I get paid to do that. So, hey, thanks everybody for coming out and spending the time and sharing and having a good time and helping us consume our fair share of alcohol in this area. We don't want those numbers to go down. What can we say? So it could go up. We could make them. I think we're going to do that later on tonight. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me do it. We'll see you again next year. I'm going to go take a nap. And drink. What? Yeah. So you'll do what? We're going to show embarrassing. I think I'm going to drive to Vandy. You really want to do that? I'll put you this way. Wes begged me to send him the video. We did a full color commentary of you wobbling down the hallway. You actually did some things. You did some things in D.C. at the bar.
Crappy beer for you.
Crappy beer for me. All right. Is it frozen? Yeah. Do what? Yeah, actually, Mubix. Mubix, would you really want that video to see the light of day if it was you?
If it was me,
Yeah. Not in hell. Hey, dude. I sat on it for a year. I don't know, man. Okay, we'll do it. We'll mess you up big time, baby.
okay. One request though, I get
You get one of the movies? We can work that. If you come up and see me, I've also got some of Win Schwartau's books. He donated those. I didn't really have any giveaways, so just come on up and grab one, and I don't want to have to carry the box back to the other room. So thanks a lot, guys. You'll hang out. Nia Tarek's going to come up. We're going to set the stage, and he's going to do his Why You Suck, which is always a pleasure and to enjoy. And yeah. And no, we're not turning the lights off, Al, because you know what happens when the lights go down.
I want a movie because I didn't see it last night.
Hey, that's my hat.
Yeah, it's like we haven't all heard that.
Costume.